concept of mechanical rituals has been a topic of interest in various spiritual and psychological traditions. Mechanical rituals refer to repetitive practices or actions that are performed with the intention of awakening one's consciousness or achieving a higher state of awareness. The question remains, however, whether these mechanical rituals truly help in awakening our consciousness. In today's Mystic podcast, we shall discuss at length on this intriguing topic to get more insight in the topic. Welcome to weekly Mystic podcast on our YouTube channel, Mystic World Life Solutions, Awaken to Abundance. I'm Sakshi Narendra. Consciousness has two dimensions. One is that of having and the other is that of being. And there are only two categories of human beings. One who is struggling hard to have more and more, and one who has understood the futility of it and has changed their life into the other direction, the direction of being. The religious person is one who has become aware of the futility of it all. You cannot have anything except yourself, and all that you have except yourself is a deception. It is an illusion, and in fact, that which you have possesses you more than you possess it. If you are still lost in a dream of having, you are in the world. You may be sitting in caves of Himalayas. That makes no difference. The world is still there because the world is in the very desire to possess more. And nobody has ever possessed anything. Only one thing can be possessed, and that you already have with you, your own self, your own consciousness. But to have that being, one has to work hard. You cannot get it so easily because first you will have to detach yourself from the world of having. That will be almost like a death because that's where you have got identified. You are your car, you are your house, you are your bank balance. And when you start awakening out of this dream, you start feeling as if you are disappearing because all your old identities start disappearing. One identity disappears, one part of your being disappears. There is emptiness left behind. When all your identities disappear and you are simply left, there is only pure space, as pure as life, as pure as death. Nothing else is there. That is your being. Only that being can be possessed because it is already there. You can possess only that which is already there. You cannot possess anything else. Going away for the awakening method is a difficult proposition, and hence seekers resort to shortcuts, mechanical rituals like chanting a mantra, consuming charas, ganja, and even going for transcendental meditation. Chanting a mantra few minutes every day can only dull your mind, or mechanical repetitive actions dulls the mind, make you silly and stupid. It kills your sensitivity. It creates boredom. It brings sort of slumber to your consciousness. You become more unconscious than conscious. You start slipping into sleep. When a mother sings a lullaby to sleep his child, it is a mantra. The mother repeats something again and again and again, and the child feels bored. The constant repetition creates monotonous atmosphere. Now the child cannot escape anywhere, and the only option left is to go for sleep in order to avoid this lullaby and eventually to avoid his mother. The mantra works in the same way. You start repeating a certain word and then you create a monotonous state for yourself. All monotony is deadening. All monotony dulls you, destroys your sharpness. And when you become dull, of course, you start feeling a certain sort of peace, a certain silence. But it is not real, it is pseudo. The false silence, the pseudo silence is simply dull. You can see it if a stupid person is sitting there, an idiot, an imbecile. You will feel a certain silence around him. It is the same silence as you feel near a cemetery. He has a space around him which is very dull. He seems to be very indifferent to the world. not to contact at all, disconnected. He's sitting there like a lump of mud. There is no vibration around him of any life, of any positive energy. There is nothing streaming around him. This is not real silence. He is simply stupid. On the contrary, the real silence is very alive, throbbing. The real silence is positive. It has energy in it. It is intelligent, aware, full of life and zest. It has enthusiasm in it. When you come across someone who has attained real silence because of his awareness, you will have a totally different fragrance, the fragrance of consciousness. Not only you will feel a freshness, a breeze around him, you will feel that you have also become more alive, a flame just being very close to him. His presence will be uplifting your consciousness also. You will feel life, love, compassion, beauty, reality. A person who goes on doing mechanical rituals lives a monotonous life. He just goes on repeating gestures and motions without bringing awareness into it. He may be very efficient doing it, but his efficiency is simply mechanical. While the effectiveness of mechanical rituals in awakening consciousness is debated, there are several benefits associated with these practices. Among few of them are reduced stress and anxiety, improved focus and concentration, and increase in self-awareness. Repetitive practices can cultivate greater self-awareness, allowing individuals to better understand their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. While mechanical rituals can be beneficial, there are also limitations to their effectiveness. Lack of depth and understanding, simply repeating rituals without understanding their underlying significance can limit their effectiveness. Dependence on external practices, relying solely on mechanical rituals, can create a dependence on external practices rather than cultivating inner awareness. Blindly following mechanical rituals can lead to dogmatic thinking and a lack of critical inquiry. In conclusion, mechanical rituals can be a valuable tool for awakening consciousness, but their effectiveness depends on various factors. While repetition can be beneficial for cultivating awareness and reducing stress, it is essential to approach these practices with a clear intention, awareness, and mindfulness. Ultimately, mechanical rituals should be seen as a means to an end rather than an end in itself. By incorporating these practices into a broader spiritual or philosophical framework, individuals can harness their full potentials for awakening consciousness. This mechanism of experiencing self is cheap, and you cannot get the real with such cheap measures. The real becomes available only by working hard for your consciousness. Thank you for listening to our Mystic Podcast and giving me the opportunity to serve. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such insights podcasts, and don't forget to press the notification bell. Stay with awareness until we meet next time.